Hi guys, what's up? It's Joe here, back with another video, and in this video, it'll be for Love Island 2025 Season 12, Episode 51. I'll leave a link down below to Episode 50. Of course, there's going to be spoilers. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So we then had Angel's mum, Michelle, and sister Ellie, but it was spelled E-L-Y. So I was thinking, is it Eli? Ely? I don't know. I've never seen that spelling of Ellie before, though, with E-L-Y. Then we had Ty's mum, Linda, and sister Jet. I don't think I've heard anyone of a girl called Jet. I've heard a guy called Jet, but not much a girl. Michelle was glad. She swerved Harry. Then they were Ty was getting an invite for Sunday dinner by Angel's mum. Everyone loves them at home. Megan's mum, Alison, and Auntie Jill then came, and Connor's cousins, Kieran and Dara, but it was spelled D-A-R-A. I've never seen that spelling for a guy, and I thought that's a girl's name, but clearly not, I guess. But maybe it's the Irish spelling, but then you can get D-A-R-R-A-G-H for an Irish spelling of Dara as well. Helena's mum and dad, Jasmine and Phil, and then Blue's dad, Reza, and then, of course, the iconic mum, Jenny, who owns a sex shop in Marbella. Phil was saying that Harry wears, his D on his sleeve, and he's a lovable villain, according to Jasmine. Harry went to say sorry as well. Shakira said Harry handled the lion's den very well. Of course, her mum. Tony and Shakira spoke, but Shakira said her mum doesn't buy Harry at the moment. Cash's family hate Tony. Well, that's what Tony was saying, that his brother and sister hate her. Shakira smelt Harry's armpits. Harry and Helena spoke. She wants to be friends now. Originally, she said, no, I can't be your friend on the outside. And then now they want to be friends. Like, what's going on? Tony told Cash as well, about the brother and sister. Dejan and Meg spoke. Shakira and Harry spoke, saying like Shakira's mum is very intense. Dejan pulled Meg for another chat to the terrace. Meg got nervous and basically he just declared his love, said love you, and then he said I've got a girlfriend and I love her. Dejan told the other islanders, I think in the morning or at night, I think that they said he said I love you to Meg, sorry. Harry and Shakira in bed, they cuddled, they kissed after, and I think he stroked her hair and then Shakira stroked Harry's back. Ty and Angel were under the covers. Meg and Dejan were under the covers as well. Everyone else did nothing. Harry and Shakira cuddled on the stairs in the morning. Dejan made Meg a coffee. Meg spoke to Angel, and then Megan and Helena as well, about the terrace, and also she doesn't care about negative comments from her family and all. She's happy the way she is. Dejan spoke to Blue and Harry basically about the kiss he had with Meg. Shakira also said to Yasmin and Tony about the kiss she had with Harry in bed. Harry and Shakira spoke again. They had a kiss. Then they got a text about the couples gold challenge. Meg and Dejan were going to be the hosts. So the first question was, who's the most likely to last outside the villa? So we had 2 votes for Connor and Megan, and they were from Yasmin and Jamie and Harry and Shakira. 2 votes for Ty and Angel, they were from Megan, Dejan and Cash and Tony. And then 3 votes for Meg and Dejan, they were from Connor and Megan, Helena and Blue, and then Ty and Angel. Next question, which couple would you not want to go on a city break with? So Connor and Megan got 1 vote from Shakira and Harry. Helena and Blue got 4 votes from Megan and Connor, Cash and Tony, Megan, Dejan, and then Angel and Ty. Harry and Shakira got 1 vote from Helena and Blue, and then Megan, Dejan got 1 vote from Yasmin and Jamie. Which couple do you trust the most? So Cash and Tony got 2 votes from Shakira and Harry and Jamie and Yas. Yasmin and Jamie got 2 votes from Cash and Tony and Connor and Meg. Ty and Angel got 1 vote from Blue and Helena. Meg and Dejan got 1 vote from Ty and Angel, and then Helena and Blue got 1 vote from Dejan and Meg. Then there was which couple cares most about how they are perceived. So Meg and Dejan got 4 votes. They did see Connor change their answer. I don't know who they originally picked, but we had Shakira and Harry, Cash and Tony, Helena and Blue, and Connor and Megan, who went for Megan and Dejan. Connor and Megan got 1 vote from Jamie and Yaz. Tony and Cash got 1 vote from Ty and Angel. And then Yasmin and Jamie got 1 vote from Megan and Dejan. Then, which couple is the most fake? So, Blue and Helena got 3 votes from Angel and Ty, Shakira and Harry, and then Connor and Megan. Meg and Dejan got 2 votes from Cash and Tony and Yasmin and Jamie. Tony and Cash got 1 vote from Helena and Blue. And then Shakira and Harry got 1 vote from Dejan and Megan. Or Meg, sorry. Then there was a vote for the most compatible couple. The vote closed yesterday at 10:30, and then it will be revealed later on in the week as to who's got the least votes. On the morning after episode 36, the real reason Emma entered the villa. Today, they are joined by TikTok icon Mason Blake and not 1, but 2 dumped Islanders, Emma and Boris, as they tell us all about their time in the villa. But what exactly did Emma mean when she said she wanted to get back with Harry? Also, they discuss all the action from the first instalment of the friends and family visits. Did Dejan's family give too much feedback? Were Cash's siblings a bit too hard on Tony? Plus, Emma tells us what Harry's mum is really like. First look, Harry questions his closest friends. Plus, it's brutal honesty all round as the couples reveal what they are really think of each other in today's challenge. There's a poll. How soon would you invite your partner to a Sunday dinner with your family? I'm going to tear up again. Angel and Ty's mum have got him and all in the feels. Connor's been busy, but Megan's family still rolled out the welcome mat. And then Megan's mum on Connor's busy behaviour. Sometimes all you need is a hug from your mum. Helena and her mum, there's a photo of that on the app. And then there was a question, has Helena's dad been watching the show? He has been watching it, but he has fell asleep once or twice, he said. There's a poll, what would you have done in Harry's situation when Helena's parents walked in? What words of advice does Blue's mum give to Helena? You do you, everyone else can do one. That's what she said. Which Islanders reunion had you in your feels the most? How important is your partner's family opinion to you? Dejan tells Meg he loves her, boyfriend and girlfriend, and together since day one. Dejan and Meg have been going from strength to strength. And then there's some questions about the couple's goals. And then there's a poll. Is there any hope in a friendship between Meg and Shakira? And then episode 36 of the morning after, Billy Kiss on Flirting with Dejan. Hosts Amy Hart and India Pollock are joined by Mason Blake and dumped Islander Billy Kiss as she delves into her Love Island journey. She tells on the dream before her dumping why she initially picked Connor and Dejan and what really went down with her and Boris. Plus, they also dive into a second round of friends and family visits. And then, year of the love triangle. In case you were struggling to keep up, here's a geometry lesson in love. And then there's a photo of all the couples that have been going on. So there's Lucy, Tommy and Emily that had a triangle. Then there was Emily, Tommy, Connor and Megan in a square. We had Connor, Ty and Shakira in a triangle. We had Poppy, Alima and Ramel, I think it was. I know it's going back so long, but they were in a triangle. We had Boris, Emma and Billy Kiss in a triangle. There was Billy Kiss, Cash and Tony in a triangle. Lauren, Harrison and Tony in a triangle. We had Tony, Helena and Harrison in a triangle. Of course, Harry, Helena and Shakira. And then Harry, Yasmin and Helena in a triangle. Harry, Emma and Helena in a triangle. So Harry's had quite a few. And then Dejan, Meg and Andrada, as well as Dejan, Meg and Capri, or I can't remember her name, but she goes to tape quite a lot. I think it's Caprice, yeah. As I say, it's going back so many weeks, I forget. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.